This is the first video I'm making about not gambling. I'm making about $10,000 per week right now after taxes. And I just decided that I would make a channel to encourage anyone, I guess with any addiction. Maybe I'll talk about any other addictions at some point. But this is gonna be my first video. And I'm just making a video about how to stop gambling and my experiences with gambling and anyone who's having a hard time trying to quit their addiction or quit gambling. I'm currently in Seattle, Washington. Last night I won about $4,000 gambling. I've bet on sports, baccarat, online in casinos. I've bet on blackjack, roulette. Now my thing is slots. I don't know how. It's basically playing against Bill Gates' computer chip. But believe it or not, you could still win on slots. You could win on anything. You could also fucking lose on literally fucking anything. And I want to say that I just turned 30. It was my 30th birthday on Saturday. This is September of 2025. And I want to say it just feels awful. In the last weekend, I can't even tell you how much I've won and lost in gamble. It's just absolutely insane. But basically, I'm doing $10 spins on the slots. Sometimes 15, sometimes I'm doing $25 spins, but I never go less than $7.50 a spin. I like this game called Huff and Puff. I like a couple other ones, but basically in this game called Huff and Puff, you have to get these mansions, and the mansions pay you big money. And there's this big feature called the mansion feature, and whenever you get it on the machine, you're definitely getting paid. So all the time I'm trying to chase this mansion feature, and it really hit me. I've gone over, I'm not going to exaggerate here. I want to say 1,000, but I've gone over 500 times, I'll say, just to be accurate, minimum, in the last 2 years since I've lived in Seattle. I've gone over 500 times to the casinos. I've even banned myself from multiple casinos, and I just can't stop fucking gambling. I just can't stop fucking gambling. You know, this all started when I had, even more back in time. I had over 50 grand saved at 27 years old. I was with this girl, and I thought I was gonna fucking marry her. She played me for everything I had. She was like, oh, I love you. Like, oh, can we go here? Can we go there? Can we go to this country, that country? I took her to international places and paid for all these nice hotels, meals, got her handbags, whatever. Because, like I said, I'm making 10 grand a week. And I had 50K. Thought I was gonna marry this girl. I was in love. Why would I care? And now I'm in debt. I'm not scared. I'll be all right if I quit gambling. But I say that every week. I say that every fucking week. Now I've got a new girl in my life and all that. You know, I'm not gonna tell you I'm serious with her or anything. She knows it's not serious. You know, that's my lady though. Just have a casual lady friend. Still take care of her, treat her right, buy her a couple things, take her to dinner, take her some places. But I'm at the point now where I've gambled more than everything I own. I worked a lot of overtime last year. On my tax form, I made over $184,000, something like that. You don't have to believe me. I'm telling the truth. I wish I was lying. But at the end of last year, I literally had to borrow $30 from a friend. And a couple friends I asked for $30. They wouldn't give it to me. Now I'm asking to borrow $30, not keep it. And if you've ever lost money or or not had money and you had to ask to borrow, if you're really a down-to-earth person, you know it's the worst feeling in the entire world to have to ask, basically beg, oh, can I please borrow this? So right now I've got like $5,000, roughly. But I've gambled more than I'll ever be able to get back. Now, this story might be out of order because I'm driving and trying to pay attention. And I'm not a very good driver because my grandmother taught me how to drive, and I don't even think she had a license. My mother also taught me how to drive. She's a horrible driver. So I got to try to pay attention a little bit because I'm going to get off soon. And this is just my first video. But basically, it's just my birthday. On Friday, I lost $700-800. Saturday, I went back, won $2,000 something. And last night, I was winning over $2,000. And the lady next to me on the machine, on the slot machine that I was playing on, I got up, and this lady sat down. Within 4 minutes of her sitting down on the machine, she hit a grand jackpot of $17,000. Now, I proceeded to bet crazy and started doing $25 spins. I was an absolute madman. $25 spins, 10 spins is $250, 40 spins is $1,000. I did 40 spins and lost $1,000, probably in less than 5 minutes. And then you can start fast clicking that button and losing even quicker. And somehow, on my last like $30, when I'm down to the wire, I had like almost nothing left. I hit a jackpot of about $2,650. Now, keep in mind, you got to pay taxes on these things. So, I basically won multiple jackpots. And I kept winning my money back, losing my money back. And you can use a player's card and write your losses off, but I don't really use a player's card. So basically, whatever I've won, which is probably $20,000 in jackpots in the last year, I'm gonna have to pay taxes on that, thousands of dollars, roughly 30%. So I'm gonna owe it, minimum. I might have even won 30. I haven't even looked at my documents. I'm gonna go home and look at them today, and I'll let you guys know in the next video. But basically, last year I blew 180 grand, most of it on gambling. Some of it I had some nice dinners with some nice chicks and all that. But got nothing to show for gambling other than some tax forms and being in debt. And today, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like this really could be the day. I'll always count my days of how long I go gambling. The record I have in the last 2 years is 13 days. I can't make it 14 days, 2 weeks. I just keep relapsing every time. Now, I quit smoking cigarettes. I'm hitting the vape now. Need to quit this shit for sure. But I am gonna say, anyone who watches this who's going through the same shit, you're not alone. And you're only human. We all make mistakes. But there's gotta be a fucking point, at some point in our lives, where we say, no, enough is enough, no more. And the sad truth is most people trying to quit an addiction will not be successful. I think most people who are addicted to something, whether it's drugs, alcohol, gambling, whatever, they don't seek help. They know they're in deep, they know they have problems, but you see all these people on dope. You see all these people in the casino. And most of these people are not doing well. And you never really know how much money anyone has or what they've been going through. But gambling's a horrible disease. It's a silent one. You go to work, and people are like, hey, how are you? And you're like, I'm great, everything's good. And you're just lying through your fucking teeth. I'm not a liar, I'm down to earth, but I lie every day through my fucking teeth when someone says, hey, how are you? And I say, I'm doing great. Because you know what? I'm not doing great. But I'm not doing terrible. You know, if you woke up above ground today, that's something. hit the gym, try to eat something healthy, try to change your ways, try to figure it out. Because you know what, I'm trying to fucking figure it out. Earlier I got a red light ticket. You know, make sure you drive and follow the traffic laws. I'm not setting a good example taking videos on my phone while driving, but you know what, I think that this is for the greater good, and the risk outweighs the reward. I mean, you know what I mean. The reward outweighs the risk. I think the risk of me getting a ticket for making this video is lower than the amount of people who see this and say, oh my God, maybe I need to quit gambling. Maybe I need to quit smoking. Maybe I need to quit drinking. Like I said, this is for anyone who's addicted to something, having a hard time. But specifically in this video, we're focused on gambling. I've had problems quitting pot, cigarettes, alcohol. Not doing any of that shit right now. But I'm still fucking gambling. I'm still having a hard time with my addictions. And I will continue to not show my face until I really make something of myself, or maybe this shit'll blow up. My goal isn't for this channel to blow up or anything like that. My goal is really to fucking help as many people, or even just fucking anybody. Even if one person were to see this video and have a realization that they can make a change and they need to and it's necessary, then I feel like this was worth it to me, because some people are going through what I'm going through, or going through what you're going through. And you know what? It's fucked up. It's fucked up to wake up and try to calculate if you have enough money to get Starbucks coffee and pay your rent and your car insurance, and how much you're gonna have left over and how much you can have saved. See, I have the privilege of saying, how much can I have saved? Most people don't. And most people don't make what I make. So even if they fucking gamble, it'll probably be harder for them to make that back. But I have friends who make even more than me. I have a friend right now, he makes about $30,000 to $40,000 a month. And I just talked to him this morning, and he's gambling away. Not all of everything he owns, because he keeps having money coming in. But because of the taxes, we're all in debt. We're all going to be in debt. We're all going to fuck ourselves. The casino always wins. The online casinos always win. It's just madness. I don't really know if anything I fucking said in this entire video makes sense, because I'm really just pouring my fucking heart out over this steering wheel. But I just want to say, if anyone's going through some shit in their lives, anything could be addicting. Even if you break up with someone, or they break up with you, and you go and you stalk their social media, or you just look on that, or you look on that, or you look on that. Or, you know, you skip the gym, you eat fatty food, you eat fatty food, you eat fatty food. You could be addicted to anything. There's so many things I'm not thinking of, but specifically, gambling is something that will absolutely ruin your life. As bad as it sounds, even if you're addicted to drugs or alcohol, you might still have some fucking money left over by the time you're done with your bullshit. And look at that guy. See that guy? I don't know if he looked like an addict to you, or he looked like an addict to me. Maybe he was just a weird looking guy, but for the most part, you see all kinds of addicts in the street who never recover, you know? And you're only one missed payment, 2 missed payments, a couple, oh, sorry, I can't loan you that $30 away from being on the fucking streets. And I've been close to being on the fucking streets a couple times. Doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't fucking save any of it. You gotta really make a change. I gotta really make a change. Look at that, coughing up my fucking lungs. You know what? Today is September 27th, 2025. I'm starting what's called, I've seen memes, this is not an original thing, but I'm starting what's called the Great Lock-In. And that's completely locking in, completely being responsible, making good choices from whatever fucking day it is now to the end of the year for the rest of the fucking year. And I want to carry through the year, but right now we're just focused on October, November, and December. So this is the 3-month lock-in If I make 10 grand a month and I have like 5 or 6 right now, I should have, I'm gonna say at least 20 grand minimum, 25 grand minimum. That's with a couple dinners out, paying my bills. Maybe, you know, seeing a friend or two, taking a flight. I'm going to the World Series no matter what. Was supposed to go last year. I've been to the last 3 out of 4 World Series. Big baseball fan. I don't bet on baseball. I don't bet on the sports anymore. I just like to watch the game, but I didn't go last year because I was just not doing well, gambling all my money away in a different place. And I really feel like, to cap off this video, all I'm really trying to say is, if you're going through a hard time with an addiction or gambling, you're not fucking alone. And we can make the change. I'm trying to make the change. I hope you're trying to make the change too. We're gonna see if I hit my $25,000 goal mark. Oh, and debt free. I'm in debt right now, $5,000 on the credit card. I owe my boy $1,600. I've owed it to him for a year. He lent me $1,000 a year ago in Vegas. And I had no money to get home because I drained my whole bank account. And I said, if you give me this $1,000 and you don't worry about when I pay it back to you, and I can pay it back to you whenever I want, I'll give you $2,000. Because I make good money, so I thought, okay, you know, I'll just hook my boy up for being a dumbass and having to borrow it. Now, it's been over a year. That was last August. It's September. It's been about 13 months, a little over a year. And I still haven't paid my friend back. Got $5 grand of debt on the credit card. And I don't even know how much I owe in gambling tax. It's probably like $5,000 to $10,000, maybe more. So, but I can worry about that next year. I don't have to pay the taxes until next year. So I've got time to save up for that. But basically, I've gotten myself in a hole. A lot of people have. Some people aren't getting out. I'm gonna do my best to get out. But right now, it's time to wake up. I'm going to the gym today. I'm getting some coffee. Gonna get a bagel. Gonna get something to eat. And I'm gonna try to quit gambling. I hope anyone who sees this is inspired to quit gambling. Is inspired to quit their addiction. Because you know what? It's better to wake up drug and alcohol free, with money in your pocket, sober, whatever you want to fucking call it, than waking up and saying, what the fuck did I do last night? Oh my God, and how am I going to pay this? How am I going to do that? Try to stop smoking, try to stop drinking, try to stop gambling, try to get in the fucking gym. Try to pay more attention. Try to make good choices. Try to eat healthy. Try to write down your thoughts. Because at the end of the day, you're in control of your life. And the only person that's going to really care if you fuck it up is you. Now, I'm still doing all right. You still are too. But you know what? We could do a hell of a lot better if we just try. Because being free from stress is impossible. You're always going to have stress. But being free from your demons and your addictions, that's a whole new kind of rich that money can't buy. It's something we got to put the work in for ourselves. So, wish me luck. Good luck to you too.